Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself Maithili Gauri Shankar, Assistant Professor in Max IT and CS Department. We are going to see the program SYIT Semester 3, course Applied Mathematics, topic Complex Analysis. Here we are going to see the complex analysis problem. Already we have seen the complex analysis concept. Let me do small revision. What is the complex number? I is the complex number. How we will write the complex number? X plus iy. What is the notation of it? Z. The other form of the complex numbers are polar form and exponential form. Z equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta and z equal to r e power I theta are the other forms. Conjugate of the complex numbers. If z equal to x plus iy, x minus iy is the conjugate of x plus iy, and the complex polar form conjugate is z bar r cos theta minus I sin theta is the polar form, and the exponential form is z bar equal to r e power minus I theta. Let me see the problem. If two complex numbers are given in division, we want to use the conjugate of the denominator and multiply with numerator and denominator. We will get the final answer as the complex number. Here the question is 3 plus 2i upon 2 plus I into 1 minus 3i. In the denominator we are having multiples of two complex numbers. So if we are multiplying 2 plus I into 1 minus 3i, we will get the answer 5 minus 5i. Taking 5 as common, in the denominator we will get 5 into 1 minus I. 1 minus I is the complex number. We are taking the conjugate of that. 1 plus I is the conjugate of 1 minus I. Multiplying numerator and denominator, the value will not change. Therefore, we are doing that procedure. Now multiplying 3 plus 2i into 1 plus I, we will get the answer 1 plus 5i. And in the denominator 1 minus I into 1 plus I equal to 1 minus I square. Using the formula a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b. 1 minus I square value is minus 1. Therefore 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So 2 into 5 gives 10 in the denominator. Now separating the 1 plus 5i upon 10 into the complex number, we will get 1 by 10 plus 1 by 2 into I. Here first one is x real part plus second one is the imaginary part. Therefore x equal to 1 by 10, y equal to 1 by 2 we are getting in the complex form of x plus iy. Next we can see the properties of complex number. Here we are going to see the properties of complex number for z equal to x plus iy and its conjugate z bar equal to x minus iy. If we are adding this z and z bar, we will get the result only real numbers, because adding this to the imaginary y part will get vanish. It result x equal to 1 by 2 z plus z bar. If we are subtracting this z and z bar, we will get only imaginary part, real part will get vanish. Therefore y equal to 1 by 2i into z minus z bar. What we can conclude from this, z plus z bar is purely real number and z minus z bar is a purely imaginary number. If we are multiplying this, we will get the formula modulus of z square or modulus of z bar square, which is equal to root of x square plus y square. Next property is, if we are taking one complex number z1, another complex number z2, if we are multiplying that and taking modulus, we will get modulus of z1 z2 equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. If we are adding this two complex number and taking its conjugate, we will get z1 conjugate plus z2 conjugate. If we are multiplying two complex numbers and taking this conjugate, we will get the answer z1 conjugate into z2 conjugate. When we are dividing two complex number and taking conjugate, we will get z1 bar upon z2 bar. Therefore, argument of z1 z2 is the answer for argument of z1 plus argument of z2. These are the properties we are having. Using this property, we are going to see one problem. If z1 equal to 1 minus 2i and z2 equal to 1 minus I, we want to find here z1 z2 bar, modulus of z1 z2, modulus of z1 upon z2, and modulus of z1 plus z2, and subtraction modulus of z1 minus z2. In the first problem, we are taking z1 equal to 1 minus 2i, z2 equal to 1 minus I. So we need to calculate z1 z2 conjugate. So the conjugate of z2 bar is z2 bar, and it is equal to 1 plus I. Multiplying this 1 minus 2i into 1 plus I, we will get the answer 1 plus I minus 2i minus 2i square. That is 1 plus I minus 2i minus 2 into minus 1. Adding the real part 1 and last term minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. We will get 3. Plus I minus 2i is minus I. So the answer is 3 minus I. Second, we are going to see direct multiplication z1 and z2. Then we are taking the modulus. So z1 into z2, as usual, multiplication of two complex number. We are getting the answer minus 1 minus 3i. After that, we are taking the modulus. What is the answer for formula for modulus? Root of x square plus y square. Therefore, here x is minus 1 and y is minus 3. Therefore, root of minus 1 plus root minus 3 whole square. The square value of 1 is 1 and square value of minus 3 is 9. The answer is minus root 10. Next, z1 is 1 minus 2i and z2 is 1 minus I. We are dividing. Actually, in the first problem, we have seen how the division of the two complex numbers should do. Similar concept you want to remember. Here division they have given, you want to see the conjugate of the denominator. 1 minus I conjugate is 1 plus I. Therefore, multiplying in the numerator, we will get 1 plus I minus 2i plus 2. In the denominator, I square is minus 1. Therefore, 1 plus 1, we will get 3 minus I upon 2. Taking the modulus, root of 3 by 2 whole square plus, here we want to write the coefficient, not I. So, minus 1 by 2 whole square. Therefore, the answer is 9 by 4 plus 1 by 4. That is equal to root 10 by 4, which is equal to root 10 by 2. Next, when we are adding the two numbers and taking its modulus, we will get the answer like this. Directly adding the real part and imaginary part. So here 1 minus 2i plus 1 minus I. 1 plus 1 is 2, minus 2i minus I is minus 3i. Taking the modulus, root of x square plus y square. So 2 square is 4, minus 3 square is 9. Therefore, adding this value, we will get minus 13. Next, subtracting this two complex number. Z1 is 1 minus 2i, subtracting with 1 minus I. So 1 and 1 get cancelled, we will get minus 2i plus I. So that is results minus I. Here the real part is 0. So 0 square plus minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square is 1. Therefore, we will get the answer 1. After this, we are going to see some basic formula. Cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. And sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. Using this in complex number, we are going to solve one problem. And also, we are going to see the new concept, De Moivre's theorem. What is De Moivre's theorem? if any complex number is there, cos theta plus I sin theta is the polar form. Taking its power to n, taking any power of the complex number, we are using the de Moivre's theorem. Using that, we get the result cos n theta plus I sin theta, n theta. What are the conditions for this n? N can be a natural number. Natural number means 1, 2, 3, etc. till infinity. N can be the negative number, means minus 1, minus 2, etc. minus infinity. N can be a rational number. This is true for rational number also, this de Moivre's theorem. What is the rational number format? A by B form or P by Q form, with the condition denominator should not be equal to 0. So B or Q in the denominator should not equal to 0. This de Moivre's theorem is true for that also. You can ask, what about 0, ma'am? N equal to 0. If we putting 0 in this, anything power 0 is 1. The answer is different. Directly we are getting the answer. So we didn't discuss here. Now what is the inverse of the any complex number? How we want to use the de Moivre's theorem? 1 by z we will write as z inverse cos theta plus I sin theta whole inverse equal to cos of minus theta using de Moivre's theorem plus I sin minus theta. Cos minus theta equal to cos theta because it is the even function. Sin minus theta equal to sin theta minus sin theta, this is the odd function. Substituting this, we will get z inverse equal to cos theta minus I sin theta. Using this all concept, we are going to solve this problem. Given that 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n plus 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta whole power n equal to 2 power n plus 1 cos power n theta by 2 cos power n theta by 2. We want to prove that left hand side equal to right hand side. I am starting with left hand side. 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n plus 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta whole power n. I am taking 1 plus cos theta. We have noted the formula 1 plus cos 2 theta equal to upon 2 equal to cos square theta. In the place of theta, we are substituting theta by 2. Then we will get 1 plus cos theta equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. Similarly, sin 2 theta, what we have seen, 2 sin theta cos theta. There also substituting in the place of theta, we will get in the place of theta by 2, we will get 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Substituting the value. Similarly, 1 plus cos theta, we are having 2 cos square theta by 2 minus 2i sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Now whole power n is there in both the term. Removing the common terms, 2 power n, 2 is common in both, cos theta by 2 is common in both. Removing that, we will get 2 power n cos power n theta by 2. Inside what it is remaining, cos theta by 2 plus I sin theta by 2 whole power n, plus in the second term also taking the common term, we will get 2 power n cos n power n theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 minus I sin theta by 2 whole power n. Seeing this, now again we are having the format of de Moivre's theorem, that is polar form power n, that is cos theta by 2 plus I sin theta by 2 whole power n. In the second part, we are having conjugate. So applying the de Moivre's theorem, we are getting 2 power n cos power n theta by 2 into cos n theta by 2 plus I sin n theta by 2 plus 2 power n cos n theta by 2 into cos n theta by 2 minus I sin theta n theta by 2. In this both, we are having common term 2 power n cos power n theta by 2 and taking commonly other term cos n theta by 2 plus I sin theta n theta by 2 plus cos n theta by 2 minus I sin n theta by 2. The plus I sin n theta by 2 minus I sin n theta by 2 getting cancelled, we will get the result 2 power n plus 1 cos power n theta by 2 cos n theta by 2. So these are the some basic formula of complex number using the basic idea. We will meet in the next lecture, students. Thank you.